It's nice to be here at the Olympia Farmers Market. Good morning, y'all. I'm Caveman Dave from Pennsylvania. It's nice to be here today. I've been living down in Eugene for the past 6 or 7 years. Doing a summer spring tour right now. Headed to the ball tomorrow. I just did Leavenworth. I was out there. Eat some pretzels and sausages, etc. So I'm going to do 3 hours of original music here. All these songs I wrote. I got some CDs up here. You can find me on Spotify. Also got some 7-inch 45 records and some other merch. And all those merch goes right into my gas tank so I can get to Duval. I'll be there next tomorrow night. I do a mix of Americana, blues, and a bit of jazz. Brought a loop pedal with me today. Sometimes they sound like just one guy. Sometimes they sound like 2 people up here. Sometimes I'm banging on my guitar, making some drum noises. So it's gonna sound like 5 people up here sometimes. This is something my new album coming out later this summer. Alright, still getting my level set up here. How's it sound out there? Still alright? Turn it down a little bit on the mains. Couple of monitors, but I think I got it worked out. This is not my PA system. A bit of a learning curve here. Got here early to figure this thing out, and I think I got it worked out. Sound a little better now. Just doing a little folk song here. This one's called Comedy Relief. That's a song about me want to be taken seriously as a songwriter. By the time you're playing the fool and the clown, you can learn to juggle, cover up your frown. Why do people laugh at everything that you say? Even when you're serious, still laugh away. Just your comedy relief. Something to laugh at, end of the day. Just your comedy relief. Something to something to judge. Never learned to juggle, but I know what the struggle. Have you ever? Are you there still? Am I? Ooh, just your comedy. Something to laugh at. Yeah, love to be. Just your comedy relief. Something to ridicule, something to judge. Have you ever walked in someone else's shoes? Are you picking up all of the clues? I can see a few marbles on, maybe a few screws. Have you cleaned up all of the clues? Just your comedy relief. Something to laugh at. Yeah, love to be. Just your comedy relief. Cover up your frown. Why do people laugh at everything they say? Even when you're serious, they still laugh away. Thank you, Kanye. That was from the Lost at Love album. I got some CDs of that song up here. That one's called Helga's Party Trip. That's going to be the forthcoming album of instrumental jazz compositions. Coming out, I believe August 7th. Give me a follow on Spotify. I'm also on YouTube. You can give me a like and follow on there. You can follow and see all my different live performances all over the Pacific Northwest. Now, I've been traveling all over the country since 2013. Started out in Pennsylvania, went down to the Keys, did a bunch of shows down at Tiki Bars down in Key West, and made it up to New Orleans for Jazz Fest and Mardi Gras. Did that whole East Coast run for a few years, and come out here, performed down south at the Oregon Country Fair and the Northwest String Summit. But I started out in Philly, performing at the Philadelphia Folk Festival. And I got to see amazing acts in Pennsylvania. A lot of really good folk musicians came through the Philadelphia Folk Festival over the years. I'm glad I got to go out there and see a bunch of that. I went back home a couple years ago and brought Martin back. I brought this Martin guitar a couple years ago from this kid from Pennsylvania. He was moving to New Mexico, I believe. I was flying. So I got to send this Martin from him, which was real nice. And when I went back home, I got to visit my parents, my mom and dad. I hadn't seen my parents in years because I was living out. So when I went back home, it was nice. My father and I, we live about an hour south of the Martin Guitar Factory. So I got to take that ride up with my dad. And my father he's retired now, but he was a machinist on there. So he got a real hoot out of going to the Martin Guitar Factory and get to see all the people working there at their workstations building these amazing guitars. So I'm proud to have one of these instruments from Pennsylvania, and I'm happy that I got to go and hang out with my dad at that wonderful factory there. So this song I wrote way back in 2014 or 2015, I can't quite remember. I wrote this one in West Virginia. I just swam in one of the rivers there. And I got out. And the original lyrics were a little different, but these are the lyrics that I have for it now. And this is on my new album that came out last August. I guess it's still new, about a year old. I also released one in January. I just keep on releasing albums. I do have 2 albums of kids songs too, but this is from the Sequoia Tree album that came out last August. It's one called Driving. I also have this one on 7-inch 45 record. If you have any vinyl enthusiasts here, I have 15 each of these records. They're selling, so there's less than 15 now, but they're individually made late cut vinyl records, which are super cool to have. So I have some records up here. They come with download codes. So this one's called Driving Again. sea. I love the people and all the places that I see. In the river, can play my guitar all day. When swimming in the river, can play my guitar all day. I love the mountains and I love the sea. I love the people and all the places that I see. the sea. All the people and all the places. Ooh, I see. When driving across the country, driving
Which one? What's CD one? The last one was on. Last one was that one had 2 kid songs.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I do have some CDs up here, and if you don't have cash on you, I have Venmo or the Cash App or the PayPal. And you can check out my QR code up here. You can scan that, find all my links.
Okay. Thank you. It went through. Cool. Thanks so much.
So it's true. I have a kids album. I got 2 CDs of kids songs. My buddy Locane's here today. Hi, Locane. Hello. Hello, Locane. So I'm gonna do one of my kids songs now since my buddy's here. I'm staying with my friends. Staying with my friends Savvy and Mike and their kid. So I was staying with them, and I was practicing my team last night. Locane to brush teeth. So I have a song. Brush your teeth. This is a song not just for kids, for adults of all ages, for everyone. It's a friendly reminder to brush your teeth. Good dental health is important. You know, I contacted the ADD, American Dental ADA, American Dental Association. And I requested they make this song a national song for the National Toothbrushing Campaign. Unfortunately, I did not work with the ADA. When you wake up and get out of bed, remember to do what Caveman Dave said. Hey, that's me! Grab your toothpaste and your brush. Take your time and do not rush. You gotta brush, 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 brush your teeth. Everyone out. Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Don't rush. You have 32, you only have one. Brush them all or you won't have none. After you eat dinner or a snack, guys, once you don't eat, they're gone, they won't come back. Everyone out. Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Brush. Brush your teeth, don't brush. Late at night before you go to bed, remember to do what Caveman Dave said. Hey, that's me. Grab your toothpaste and your brush. Take your time and do not rush. Everyone out. Brush, 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 brush your teeth. People in the back. Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Everyone on the left. Brush, 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 brush your teeth. On the right now. Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Brush. Don't rush. Alright, remember folks, don't forget the floss. That was from Locade. Yeah. Thank you kindly, appreciate that. How about another kid song here? I haven't been doing these kid songs recently because I've been playing a lot of more of the bar stuff. What's that? So this one is a little bit more of an audience participation. So all you have to do for this one is, can you all say cool? Can you say cool? Cool. And then can you roar, roar. That's all cool. There we go. Cool. Oh, dinosaurs. This time you're gonna roar. Dinosaurs say roar. Dinosaurs say roar. Oh, dinosaurs. So I can sit down exactly long before you. Dinosaur means turtles, dinosaurs are fast, not lizards. There are over 300 names, all different kinds of dinosaurs. How many different dinosaur names can y'all think of right now? Go ahead, just name any kind of dinosaur. T-Rex? Brontosaurus? Whoa. That's great. I don't know that one. Here comes the cool part. Oh, dinosaurs are cool. Dinosaurs are cool. Oh, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs say roar. Dinosaurs say roar. Oh, dinosaurs. Paleontologist is a scientist who digs for fossils and dinosaur bones. Why do you think dinosaurs are extinct?
A meteor. It's kind of scientific. Meteor.
I've heard many different reasons for this over the years as I've been playing this song.
What was one of them?
Someone once said pogo sticks. I don't think pogo sticks. I don't think that's it.
What was another one?
Someone else said meteor.
Here comes the cool part. Oh, dinosaurs are cool. Dinosaurs are cool. Oh, pterodactyl. Now, what did pterodactyl have? Wings, correct. So if you want to pretend that you have wings, go ahead and stretch out your arms like you have wings and flap them. Pterodactyl means wings lizard. Oh, now the dinosaur is an ancestor of the bird. If I was a pterodactyl, I could fly like a bird in the sky. So high in the sky. Dinosaur sing roar! Dinosaur sing roar! Dinosaur. Dinosaurs are cool! Dinosaurs are cool! Dinosaur. Dinosaur. They're cool! Dinosaur. Dinosaur. Cool. Dinosaur.
Great job.
Great job, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, thank you.
Are you using the dark of the electric guitar?
I have that song on a 7-inch 45 record up here, a couple of their kids' songs.
Can I have one?
They are 20. They can put download codes. I got some stickers.
I don't know. You're what? Okay. Cool. See you later, Loki. What'd you think? Dinosaurs, right? They're cool. Do you want a sticker? Can I give you a sticker?
You want the sticker too?
Still a little shy right now, a little overwhelmed.
There you go.
Thank you.
Cool. Rawr.
Walk around. Do you get these ones too?
Yeah. Have yourself right there, man.
Thanks.
All right. So that's for my kids' album. I'm going to switch back to some of my other songs that aren't kid songs. So I released this new album back in August of last year called Sequoia Tree. I'm going to do a song from that. This is the title track. This is all about believing in yourself. You have the power to do anything. Keep your mind too. you see my need, like a sea corner. Every time I was wrong, I just thought I should. It's not just trouble, I will. I am filled with strength, my dreams are fulfilled. Say it loud, say it clear. I'm a force, but I don't feel strength away. From sleep you see my need, like a sea corner tree. Say it loud, say it clear. I'm a force, I don't feel strength away. From sleep you see my need, like a sea corner tree. I am all set, like a sea corner tree. Stop your heart and ready, of course you say it loud, say it clear. I'm close, I hope you strength again. Once you see my need, like a sea corner tree. All right now. Support, thank you very much. And I have that one on CD. You can also find that one on Spotify. Please give me a like and follow on Spotify and the YouTube.
Dave. Cool.
I have a wide selection of songs on there. You can check out my animated videos too. I also create animated videos for the kids' songs. This is an older song. I wrote this a long time ago. But this is going to be on a new album coming out later this year with the instrumental jazz compositions. Instrumental jazz composition. This is called New Strut, same cards, a little funky one. You tap your feet, maybe shake your booty a little. Hey, give it up for my drummer. Thank you very much. So I released a new album in January. Let's see this guitar real quick. And it's called Some Come and Get It. And a lot of these songs I wrote when I was traveling around America back in 2014, 2015. I left Pennsylvania and went down to the West and I played a bunch of tiki bars down there. It was fun. It was a hard time, you know, just making a living and traveling around. So this is a song I wrote about my travels. Do the loud one, do the quiet one. Some call me good, some call me good man, some call me man. Got my boots, I've got my guitar, I've got my left arm. May you always have love in your heart, a song to sing and dance in your town. May you always food in your plate, outstretched hands. People will thank you. Traveling this country, collecting seashells, feathers, rocks, and love, singing songs about America, growing out my lives for love, of course, for love. And may you always have love in your heart, a song to sing and dance in your town. May you always food on your plate, outstretched hands. People thank you. Must have fallen far too long. Now it's time to stretch out my wings. It's nice to write some songs. Yes, some folks sing. Sing along, folks. May you always have love in your heart. And may you always have love in your heart. A song to sing together in your town. A song to sing and dance in your town. May you always have food on your plate, outstretched hands. People thank you. This is dedicated to all the traveling troubadours. When you have no home, you can only go forward in that line.
Get that right.
And may you always have love in your heart, a song to sing and dance in your town. May you always beer in your pint, outstretched hands. People thank you. There's more to see before I die. There's lots more songs to sing. Anytime I want to travel, I just flatten my wings like a bird.
Snowbird.
May you always have love in your heart, a song to sing and dance in your town. May you always have food on your plate. Some call me baby, some call me kid, and some call me random man. I've got my boots, I've got my guitar, I've got my left arm. Well, it's Farmers Market Day here in Olympia, Washington. And I've done these farmers markets from coast to coast now, thank you much, and all over the country, performing all over the place. And this farmers market's always a fun time. It's nice when I can do a farmers market in the morning and then a bar gig in the evening. Wasn't able to get an evening gig, but it'll be nice to have the evening off. Head to Duval next, and then back down to Eugene, to Albany, then back to Eugene. At the end of the month, we'll be down to California, so we have any visitors from the Humboldt area. We'll be down in Humboldt, Hops and Bookings area, on the coast next week. So this is a song I wrote called Farmers Market Day, since I play a lot of these farmers markets. This one ended up, sometimes I write these songs that I'm not sure what album to put on. This one ended up on one of my Kill albums. Farmers Market Day. Today, it's Farmers Market Day. There's lots of vegetables and a whole lot more. We gather around newcomers. We got the fresh cucumbers. There's abundance. We'll be singing along our we got the fresh chard. Oh boy, we even got my children. Today's the day, it's Farmers Market Day. There's lots of vegetables and a whole lot more. There's plenty of lettuce, berries, and cherries. I told you several times about the clementines. Today's the day, it's Farmers Market Day. There's lots of vegetables and a whole lot more. For just a few dollars, you can get some collards. Celery, broccoli, local honey. They got the cantaloupe, the handmade soap. Radishes, vanishes, with the cabbages. Today's the day, it's Farmers Market Day. There's a lot of vegetables and a whole lot more. your juggling citrus. Don't forget the asparagus. Tomatoes, potatoes, and avocados. There's a woman with a newborn, looking at the sweet corn. Bouquets of flowers, cauliflower. It's Farmer's Market. There's lots of vegetables and a whole lot more. Today's the day. It's Farmer's Market. There's lots of vegetables and a whole lot more. Just another soul, trying to find my own, searching for the rhythm I can touch. Every line's make me so, got these memories. Fuel my desires, time to triumph after love. Even fire. So I say, see you person. Faster than the pizza with a long dancing around. So this big song, and I won't be double song. You kids, you get the hooks over there, I can't sing along. Kids, you get the hooks over there, I can't sing along. Every bump in the groove, the box strings to the blues, falling down, getting embracing views from the blues. The stories that I reach, with every line captures the moment of my journey. Hand in hand. Singing a good song, singing a better song. Faster than a pizza with a rock. Singing a good song, and I won't be a cover song. You kids, you really look for it now. So now, the laughter and the tears, face my fears, crocodile. dismiss me. No laughing pictures, ignite dreams, setting the stage for brighter days it seems. So I sing this big song, sing a better song. Don't be fast, want to dance along. Gonna sing that big song, and I won't be a better song. Gonna be kids with a hook so everyone can sing along. Kids with a hook so everyone can sing along. Join me in this dream, hand in hand, as I strive to touch your soul and make you understand. Together we will rise and shine and never fade away. This big song we can hold magic every day. I sing this big song, I sing a better song. But I make it faster with the beats of it all. Gonna sing this big song, and I won't be a better song. But I make it catchy with the hooks of everyone can sing along. Catchy with the hooks of everyone can sing along. Catchy with the hooks of everyone can sing along. Catchy with the hooks of everyone can sing along. Alright, thank you. Olympia. Shirt intermission. If you want to check out my merch, I have some t-shirts. And we have some records and CDs and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, thank you for having me here. And sorry if I'm getting too loud. Yeah, this is not my PA system, so it's a little wonky for me. So I'm sorry if I'm too loud. But the floor monitor could be a little bit louder, and the mains could be a little bit quieter, but I can't quite figure that out. So, all right, I'm gonna take a short little intermission. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Intermission. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
Give it up for my drummer, all the way from Eugene. I'm Caveman Dave from Pennsylvania. It's nice to be here. This is set 2. I started here it's about 2 hours ago now. I'm doing a spring and summer tour. I'll be back up here again later this year. Tomorrow I play up in Duval, and then I head back down to Eugene. I've been living the last couple of years. So I also teach. I'm a teacher. I have a degree in education and fine arts. I teach down south in Eugene at the Shed Institute. And let me just tell you, music is so important. How many musicians do we have here today? Does anyone play an instrument? Oh, that's a lot. There we go. Congrats. You found your passion. Music is so essential. It's a very important part of my life. And so I encourage all of you young kids and all of you young kids, all the old kids, and everyone here to encourage everyone to try to learn an instrument because music saves lives. It really does. It's a great hobby. It's a great profession. I made a career out of playing music. So I want to thank my parents and my music teachers I've had along my way. I've had this teacher in middle school, and her name was Miss Harrop. And she taught everyone in middle school how to play guitar. And this is, I'll date myself, this is like back in the 90s, mid-90s, I'll be 48 this year. So I'm thankful for the teachers I've had, and the parents I've had, and the folks in my life that have taught me. So if you don't play an instrument, you can find them cheap out there. I got my first guitar for $5 from a friend. I found it in a trash. It was a Hawaiian guitar, a classical Hawaiian guitar. I wish I still had that one, but the action on it was like half-inch, so I had to hold down the strings extra hard, and then I got a better instrument, and it was a lot easier to play. And so I encourage everyone here to learn an instrument. It's a very healing process, especially in this crazy mad world we have. And there's a lot of healing that can be done in learning and writing songs. This is a song about healing through music. Well, if you sing a song in the morning, sing a song at night, sing a song the whole day through, it can help everybody feel alright. And if you sing a song to the mountains, sing a song to the sea, sing a song to the sun and moon, you can let everybody feel alright. Yes, you can. Oh, oh, oh. So if you sing a song in the morning, sing a song all day through, and get everybody feel alright. Thank you. And if you sing a song to the mountains, sing a song to the sea, sing a song to the sun and moon, and if you sing a song to me, I can sing a song to you, and we can sing a song to everyone. It'll help everybody feel alright. Maybe we can help everybody feel alright. Maybe it'll help everybody feel alright. Maybe we can help everybody heal. Thank you. I got some 7-inch vinyl records and they're warming up, they're baking in the sun, so I'm just going to move those real quick. But that last song, I have that on a 7-inch 45 record. Traveling around the country with a bunch of records. Hopefully they'll melt in my car. I learned my favorite nickname from listening to Mississippi John Hurt. And I forgot about Mississippi John Hurt. I brought back a hard drive from Pennsylvania a couple years ago. I had to go through my old hard drive, listen to all these songs I had saved on there, and all these old recordings from like 20 years ago. And I discovered Mississippi John Hurt again. And I put it on a USB thumb drive, and I was listening to that all the way up here. And it reminded me where my child's from Mississippi John Hurt. Yeah, don't know Mississippi John Hurt. Guitar strings, need a lot of them things. How to play this here guitar without them things. Breaking, be rusty, I need a lot of them things. I need them guitar strings. When you sing and I sing, need a lot of them things. I'll play these old songs and nobody sings. Words and chords, oh, I need a lot of them things. Oh, love it when you sing. Guitar strings, need a lot of them things. I'll play this guitar without them things. Breaking, feel rusty, I need a lot of them things. I need them guitar strings. Oh, love it when you sing. Oh, need them guitar strings. Love it when you sing. Okay. There's another song. This one's a love song. Don't let the lyrics fool you. This is a love song. It's called I Don't Write Love Songs Anymore. And I have this one on a 7-inch 45 record, and this is on the Lost That Love CD down at the end right there. And you can find this one on Spotify as well. Whistle. Remember to stay hydrated out there. I won't write about our love, but feel the broken heart. I won't write about the pain, the reason that we parted. I won't write about the tears of being picked out of the house. I don't write love songs anymore. skies. I won't write about how pretty it looks. Look you in the eyes, I won't write about a canoe or some old dinosaurs. Because I don't have love songs anymore. I don't write love songs anymore. Wouldn't do it again. All sizes are good. There's a misery in the end, so I'm saying it's the last time. Can't do this no more. I won't write love songs anymore. I don't write love songs anymore. Thank you. Thank you very much. You got any dogs here? I saw some dogs there. There's one over there. What kind of dog you got there? What breed? His name's Sparky. Birds where I was from, you know, the area from like Pottstown, and we would swim before it got to the dirty parts of the dirty water. It wasn't the cleanest river, you know. Wasn't like you know, Pete Seeger was a big influence on me. He was influential in cleaning the Hudson. So I take my dog down to the river, and you know, this is a song, just another, I guess another Mississippi John Hurt inspired finger picking style song. I'm just finger picking on my guitar by the riverside with my dog. It's a beautiful day, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm sitting here on this old line. I go to work, I go to school, I'm a busy person, I'm out all day. It's get the fun time, let my dog out. When I let my dog out, he's back, and he'll thank me. It's so nice. We find places like this where you can relax. It's the you I'm away, where you can relax. You have to enjoy all this Saturday nights. So I'm going to take my buggy down to the river. We'll swing and splash around. Swim with the current, we'll find a stick, we'll have a catch, keep rolling on the ground. Cause I got a spark, to enjoy moments as they pass. Came out last August, the Poetry album. And so you can also find it on Spotify. Thanks for listening. I appreciate that. Thanks for being a great audience. This song is not about boots, so I'll let the title fool you. It's not about waiting and longing for something. It's about Dead Man's Boots. Boots. It's a Halloween hoot. He's standing in time, he's alive. If it were $1.15, I got the grand square, and I don't give a care. I'm walking around in his dead man's boots. Told the front, hey man, oh hey, big he's standing as high, he's alive. I'll be honest, I'll be blunt, I don't know the man, though we never met. He's standing as high, he's alive. these dead man boots really made the soul let us shine. With some raincoat, no breeze, feel like they're mine. Walking around in dead man's boots. Told from hey man, no way, he's standing as high line. I'll be honest, I'll be blunt, I don't know man, no devil yet, but he's standing as high line. Alright. It's a holiday in a hoot. He's standing as high in line. They were the tower, 15 cents. I got them fair square, and I don't give a care. I'm walking around in the dead man. Walking around in these dead man. Walking around in these dead. Not all who travel are lost. Did you find when you were gone? Where you were looking for? As I saw how you went, you were down and feeling very sad. One day, this will all be funny, going all the way back. When you look back, don't you know when you're down, there's always room to come back. So get up, walk around, and raise your spirits up to sound. We'll all be fine. We'll all look back. When you look back. Did you find you were gone? Ever looking for So I released an album in January, and I have some copies of that. The album's called Some Call Me David. That's the last track on the album, and the album is just completely vocals and acoustic, completely acoustic. And most of the other albums that I've done are I always like sequence the drums and play all the bass. And the other two albums I have, I played all the instruments. Do like a full band produced sound. The last album I did, the Some Call Me David album, it's all acoustic, and you can find that one on Spotify and all the streaming platforms. But I've never done an album where it was all just no overdubs. So it was kind of fun to do that. Cheers. I'm going to do another song from that album I released in January, but I'm going to do it with some production here. I'm going to give it a full band sound. About everyone. You're all important. Don't let anyone tell that you're not special. Everyone is unique. We're all individuals. We all have something to give and something to say that's unique. Everyone is someone. So are you. So am I. I'm just a human. So are you, so am I. Everyone will leave their mark. So will you, so will I. I'm only here for a short time. So are you, so am I. Everyone is someone. Is when I makes mistakes, so do I. I'm only here for a short time, so I hear someone, hear someone, everyone, hear someone, hear someone, hear someone, everyone, hear someone. So do I. Everyone feels down sometimes. So do I. Let your light shine, shine. Let your light shine down. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, let your light shine down. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine down. Let your light shine down. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. that too loud? Is it all right? I'm not blasting it loud. I'm using the house PA system, so I got a few more songs here. I got a new album coming out again on Caveman Dave. I got a lot of CDs up here. I also got some records. I'm gonna move these records out of there so they don't melt. As you're traveling around the country, keep the records in the cooler so they're nice and cool there so they don't melt when I'm traveling around. I'm headed up to the fall tomorrow, then I'll be back down in Eugene. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, been living down at Eugene for the last couple of years. It's nice to come up here. I got some friends that live here in the area. I'm staying with them this weekend, and tomorrow I head up to Duval. Is anyone here not from this town? Is anyone traveling like me? So we all are here. It's nice to be here. I started out cruising through here, and I met these friends. I was playing the pink bar downtown. I also played the Roller or whatever. I played a couple bars downtown. I played a brewery. And this was like probably 2017, 18, 19 when I was first coming through. So it's nice to come back. All right, hopefully it doesn't get too loud for y'all. This is going to be from the forthcoming album. Olympia!